So, what is public relations? Public relations, I want to give you that kind of fundamental definition so we're both on the same page because it may be a little bit different in your textbook. But at the professional level, what we define PR from is our largest trade association, and every communication field and really all fields have some kind of professional trade association that helps set the standard for that profession. It's a great place to network. So, PRSA is our number one. And that's a strategic communication process that builds that mutually beneficial relationship between organizations and their publics. All types of organizations, from the tiniest to the largest, can really benefit with that win win strategy in mind. Well, okay, so we understand the definition. A lot of times with public relations, people think that we focus really on media relations. They understand that part of the business. They've heard about that. That tends to get a little more, I guess, buzz, and they think of us as making buzz. But we do so much more than media relations. And it's really important as aspiring professionals that you think about that because there's so many disciplines within the field that you can focus on as specialties. Strategy for social, what's your approach on there, and the actual management of it day to day is a little different. But generally, when you have that PR point of view, is you're using social to relate and engage with the public, right? It's not about transactions. We're not pushing a whole lot of buy this coffee mug for me today. It's deeper than that, and it's long game, long term. So to tell you about how you should intersect the ideas, the approaches, and strategies of public relations and social media, I wanted to walk through the principles that Arthur W. Page founded and set out for us PR pros long ago. And really, that was almost 100 years ago. And he really was one of the founding fathers that put us at the table as executives in that C suite. So, with our chief executive officers and our chief operating officers, says we need a seat at the leadership table so we can be advisors and help our organizations win over time, right? It's not making that quick sale today, it's having that relationship with your customers so that through good and bad, they look to you for products or service, right? Or to volunteer with or give money to. So it's that foundation of us being a strategic, having a strategic role and being a strategic advisor within organizations is what he did. So his first principle, and I will say none of these are, they should hopefully not be big, groundbreaking ideas or aha moments for you, but they are important. And I think as life gets a little more chaotic and sometimes feels a little crazy and noisy, I think it's good to ground you in these principles early on and remind yourself of them as things are tough and how you manage things. So tell the truth. Number one, that's really about letting people know what's happening with good and honest intention. Number two, prove it with action. That really underlines the fact that, well, we can talk a lot, but we actually have to back up that talk with actions and behaviors. So, you know, any organization can take part in marketing and advertising, and say we're the best, or say we're the organization with heart, or we care about this, or we support Black Lives Matter, whatever that may be. If they're not actually doing that work and proving it with action, you're missing a key principle. And then what happens? You reverse out and it looks like you're not telling the truth. So listening to stakeholders, and that's really about understanding, well, what does the public want and what do they need, and not creating things for them and then saying, here, we made this program, you're going to love it. Well, actually, if you involve them, right, and listen to their needs and met them there, it would be more successful. Managing for tomorrow, number four, always thinking ahead, right? Always playing that long game. And if I'm building a relationship that doesn't happen quickly, I don't meet you and we get married, or that shouldn't happen, for most situations. But thinking ahead, you want to anticipate, well, how might the public react if we do this or this? Number five, conduct PR as if the whole enterprise depends on it. And what an enterprise is really, it can mean organization, campaign, projects, like any endeavor, right? So pretty much anything you do, like you have to conduct PR as if everything depends on it, because truly it does. No strategy can be implemented without you thinking about its impact on the stakeholders, right? Number six, coming towards the end, realizing that an enterprise's true character is expressed by its people. So if we're building these principles and together we're building a strong foundation for our work as communicators, we have to understand that there's no way we can say an organization's good without that being proven through the people who work there. And lastly, number seven, remain calm, patient, and good humored. That is so important in this work in public relations. You're going to experience high highs and sometimes pretty heavy lows. Those are my 7 principles that Arthur Page founded almost 100 years ago. But when you apply them and start thinking that way as someone who might manage social, it's a great way to prevent issues. Think with those principles and ethics in mind, and manage your communication style in a way that's going to benefit you and your organization for years. And if you have other questions, feel free to follow me at any of my MVW communication channels. I also have my own professional LinkedIn. You'll find me there, and so does MVW. But we work really hard to share up to date, helpful content about the public relations and communications industry and profession, resources, tools. So thanks so much for your time today, and I hope it was very informative and helpful.